Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Orb of Creation 1.0. At long last, I have been waiting for this for a long time, and I'm so excited to finally play it. So, I guess let's dive right in. You awaken in a dark void. What was it again? There's something on the main menu. Give me a second. Go back to the main menu. You awaken in a dark void. The only thing in front of you is a glowing orb. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so what do we do? Let's see. Infuse orb. Bind mana to the orb. I have mana, and I have an orb. Not much else. The best idea I've got right now is to try and put them back together. So we can buy these, increases my magic income. It's the root of everything that's left. Thankfully, it seems to be infinite, even if my capacity to hold it is not. Insight. Manifestation glyph that generates understanding. We can also press T to inspect the tooltip. Oh, I see. That just locks it so I can actually look at the thing. So I could potentially, like, mouse over stuff if I want to see more information. That's nice. Okay, what else do we have? Fuse orb developed. Time played, player statistics, nothing there. Spellbook, spellcraft. Let's learn spellcraft. And we've learned gather knowledge. Okay, so now I can cast this spell periodically, costs me 100 mana, and gets me 1 knowledge. The wisdom gained by various acts of pondering. Discover and learn how to use the orb. Time to ponder. I don't know if this was meant to lean into the meme or not, but I don't know, it's always kind of amused me. All the same. Okay, starting to recollect yourself and your abilities unlocks wizardry upgrades. There's a lot to learn here. Okay, let's just cast Gather Knowledge whenever we get the chance, as we need a lot of things. So, Wisdom improves your mana capacity. The better I know myself and the more shrewdly I understand my situation, the more magic I seem to be able to handle. That increases my base magic capacity by 180, but I'm going to have to cast it a lot. Keep buying that. Because, yeah, we want to kind of alternate between infusing orb, learn expansion, manifestation glyph that expands. Sure. And yeah, we want to just keep casting this whenever we get the chance. And there's a lot of moving parts. It might seem like a game where you're just interacting with UI, and it is. It is very much one of those. Spellbook loadout, add, remove, move and remove equipped spells. Well, let's go for both of those. Okay, so spellcraft is going to be a little pricey if I want to get the next one. Let's see. I'm just going to have to wait for it to tick up, and then we can learn the next spell. Go from there. Okay, Whirling Sorcery. Cast spells with a flurry, increasing the power of all spells in the cantrip tag. Magic wants to flow and move. Its primary obstacle is my own limitations, but magic can solve that problem too. So toggle increases cantrip spell power by 40%. So I cast this one to then start casting this one a bunch, if I can. Okay, and then this is my loadout. Now there's something. Let's just do T. What is this? Oddly enough, it won't actually let me take a look at that one. Oh, it's capacity. Okay, spells and augments. So the basic spell has no limitations. Yeah, so rather than just giving me 1 point... Oh, I see. It gives me 1.4. Yeah, rather than just giving me 1 knowledge, it gives me 40% more. I don't actually know how good this is going to be. Just because... Okay, so in the time that I have the mana for this, I can cast this 3 times for 4.2 knowledge. This itself, I think it's like a small 0.2 bonus. I guess is good enough. Okay, so nothing else to unlock. And there's just casting. Let's see. I guess I could actually save up for everything. It does also have a long cooldown. Okay, why is it telling me about this? Spellbook capacity. Okay, it's done. I'll just wait. I think the real answer is that once I have more mana capacity, it'll be a lot more efficient. Yeah. Oh, but it's got like a dang cooldown, so even if I had a bunch of mana, I can't cast it a bunch. So I guess it is worth it in that case, because I can't just spam the spell yet. Eventually I will be able to. Should I be on the other side? Maybe. I'll be on the other side for a moment. There's something here. Active attributes. I don't know how much that matters. It's a something. Okay, advance your recollection of spell casting. Unlocks more wizardry upgrades. Always thinking, always considering, always finding new ways to use the same resources. Okay, once again, why is it telling me? Unless it's just saying that one of my abilities can be casted. Maybe. So passive elemental resource generation. So that'll, I believe, give me just like a small amount of knowledge gain. Aptitude. Ability to cast divination spells, but it's like 5%. I don't think it's a huge need. Okay, so let's get resilience. I think if I toggle this again, it just turns off, so we don't actually want that. Go for a little bit more wisdom, because I might as well get the next infused mana. Let's see. I don't think this is affected by resilience. Yeah, because that's not an elemental. Oh, no, it is. Okay, so actually getting resilience increases my mana gain. Alright, well, let's go for the divining spell power, so that just increases this by 5%. Not huge, it's there. Okay, wizardry experience. Earn through developing wizardry attributes. Leveling up unlocks powerful new upgrades. Okay. This is very familiar, but also kind of different. That they've changed an amount of little things here and there. And that is going to keep throwing me off. Maybe a little. I don't know if throwing me off is exactly the right word, but it's like rediscovering a game that you've played a billion times, because I have. This is also one of those games that I played on my own too. I was that hooked on it. And yeah. All right. How much I can spend on? I guess I might as well get more infused mana. Not that it matters. Guess I should have waited a little. It's fine. Get another one of those. Because yeah, I'm gonna want the spell advancement. That might be better. But it's okay. Yeah, let's go for the wisdom. Because if I can get spell advancement, I think I can do. I think I start gaining experience in these. Hopefully it's actually been gaining experience this entire time. But I won't know until I actually hit that button. Okay, there's the wisdom. And then I just need to get 5 more knowledge. It'd be lovely if there was an autocast. It's one of those that knowing what I know from what comes later, I do feel a ounce of impatience, that feeling of like knowing that so many of these systems get so much faster. Sort of faster and slower in a lot of ways. And we just have to work our way up through it. Because, like, generating knowledge becomes, like, instantaneous and absurd eventually. We just have to work our way up there. Yeah, do we wait? I think we wait. Spell advancement will come shortly enough. Even the act of casting a spell can be done slightly differently and be experimented on. I feel like this is like the most lit novel video game I've ever played in terms of like the writing and the formatting and whatnot. Okay, novice spells, but it requires gather spell mastery. Okay, so we can now, oops, spells, we can now go to this. Oh, wait. Oh, is that? That's interesting. I was not aware I could do this. You can multi-equip the same spell to keep casting it. Well, that would have helped a little. Somebody probably knew that and was mad at me. Okay, so unfortunately I'm going to need 10 knowledge before I can get mastering gather knowledge. That's okay. And that'll give me a little bit in primary, divining, and cantrip. Whatever this all does, don't fully know. So we have spell types, cantrip, charm, divining, expansion, and primary. So if you notice that I can keep increasing the mastery. So yeah, each mastery level increases its effects, but it does take a while. So do I want to go for novice spells? Kinda. Probably keep going for wisdom. I guess the next infused mana is a little ways off. And we don't need it that much, actually. So I probably should be saving up for novice spells. Because getting small upgrades is nice. But we want to go for the big swings, because eventually we just get passive gain. And that's a hell of a lot better than just boosting my cantrip capabilities. Do I have a new spell I can unlock? No. Because this requires something I do not have yet. Yeah, so let's just keep casting this for a little bit. Stuff like Wisdom and Aptitude will be nice, but they can come later. Because I only have to cast Gather Knowledge 2 more times, then we can do Novice spells and get other things. So that's probably what the exclamation mark was, that it was telling me that I could have upgraded my spell prematurely. Okay, new spell discovery. Go straight for spellcraft. Oops. Okay, might as well learn this one. Expand magic, so that gets me thaumaturgy. Okay, and this is also a cantrip. So now we can do spellcraft. So increases my spell mastery rate. And let's see, output spell level, which increases the cost but increases the benefits. Let's see, let's go for the spell output level and go from there first. Because I might actually be able to level some of these up. Get bandwidth, but that requires raise output level. Okay, casting. Raise output level. Oh. Massively increases spell power at an even greater cost. Oh. Interesting. This used to be on like a per level, but now it's specific. That's fine. Let's see. Do we wait? No. I think we should have enough time. It's going to be cutting it close for the bonus. But I also, like the 40% is nice. It's just not huge. I'm still kind of wondering, well, no, I guess Whirling Sorcery is worth it as it boosts both of these. Because there's also the possibility of just like stacking more Gather Knowledge or more Expand Magic, which I could do. Okay, so bandwidth. So improves... Oh, gives me an extra spell slot. Pricey, though. Let's see. Attunement for a little bit of magic resource gain. I think we were waiting a little while. Let's see, augment spells. Yeah, augmenting your spells. It's going to be a little bit before I can do that. Let's see, what else do we have? Okay. We can augment Whirling Sorcery. We just not have enough mana. Oof. Should have waited. Did not actually realize that Expand Magic was that much more expensive. It's okay. Oh, it's because we boosted everything. Very worth it. Also expensive. Okay, so in that case, we probably want to wait or even increase some of our other bonuses. I'll keep casting the basic knowledge gain. Let's see. Because, yeah, do I want to boost this? Mastery just increases those... yeah, that's not going to benefit me much. Are both of these divining? Both of these are divining, so aptitude is actually a good thing. Okay, an attunement gives me a little bit more mana gain. I think we mostly just wait until I actually have enough mana to cast both of these. Yeah, how much is... Okay, so this is vaguely worth it. Yeah, do I keep boosting this? Because, yeah, I've been ignoring resilience and attunement in favor of other things. Okay. If I just start mashing this, we might be able to cast it before it runs out. Perfect. Because I might as well grab the augment table. See what that gives me. Because I know there are augments that, like, reduce casting speeds or other things. Glyph crafts. This may also give me another spell? No. Okay, so increases the cost, reduces the cooldown. Really isn't actually that useful for me. Okay, so here would be worth it. Because we do want to... level up Divining. I don't actually... Okay, increases Dividing spell power... and cooldown speed while also reducing the cost by like 2%. It's not huge, but it's there. But it's like a little bit. There's also casting effect levels. Ooh. They added a lot more like small progression systems kind of hidden in the margins since I last played, which I don't know, I'm a fan of. It's just feels slow because once again, like eventually you're just like swimming in resources. I don't think I got it. Maybe I did. Okay, so this divining levels up, so that now this has gone down by 10 and 10. Is not as much as I would have liked, but it's fine. Okay, so augment glyphs. Increase the cost, reduce the cooldown. Oh, interesting. I see. So I can pick the spell. But I don't care deeply. And yeah, well, I could get that one. I do not have the resources to do so. Let's just get my mana gain up as much as I possibly can. Because even a little bit goes far. And with spell slots, yeah. It looks like they've made it just a little bit more expensive. I see. So I think it just wants me to know that I could do this. It's a little bit more expensive. It might be fine. Okay, let's grab another infused mana. And then I'll wait, get a little bit more. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of these exclamation marks, but I wish they wouldn't move unless you could actually afford them. It's not really that big of a deal, but it is one of those where it's just like, I'm aware that it's there, but I can't do anything about it. I am too poor. Me when I look at the Steam machine. Okay, I guess we don't actually want spellcraft, do we? Yeah, the extra cooldown does actually help with the expand magic. We no longer are rushing to get it out. Do we keep doing it in wisdom? I don't know, actually, on that one. I guess I should be kind of aiming for low-hanging fruits, because as soon as I level up my wizardry levels... Okay, then we should save, because this is going to cool down. Because bandwidth just gives me an extra spell slot, but we can't afford it anyway. Let's see. Primary Divining Cantrip. Neither of these are elemental. This boosts everything, though. I guess I'll grab all of them. Because once again, we're just trying to get this up to 40. Maybe I could have waited a little bit. No, maybe I couldn't have. Because, yeah, spellcraft is certainly cheap. I just haven't been investing into it. Because I've been trying to go for resilience for the extra mana gain. Just so I can actually maintain the cycling here for a bunch of stats. Yeah, let's just buy spellcraft a couple of times. Because eventually one of these is going to give me exactly what I'm looking for. Probably cast each of these once. And that'd be fine. Otherwise, we could also look into mastery at this point. It just doesn't help unless it puts it over a level. There's no point, to my knowledge. Yeah, I think I'm being a little hasty with casting whirling sorcery. Yeah, do I want to grab aptitude? Maybe. Because otherwise we save it for bandwidth. But once again, a spell slot is not really that helpful. Yeah, unfortunately all of these cost. These two are the most immediately valuable. This one gets me extra capacity, but only... I guess I'll grab those two, because we can actually get the next infused mana. Oh, we know we're close, but we're not quite there. Oh, I did not realize having thaumaturgy increases my mana capacity. Oh, so we actually might want to hold on to a bunch of that. I'd forgotten about that detail. That's an easy way of getting extra mana capacity early, by just maintaining a stock of this stuff. Okay, 3 more upgrades, and then we tick over. Because, yeah, this stuff ain't going to help me immediately. So I think we just save up? I think we save up. Because, yeah, I mean, we can just get resilience and attunement and be good. I just want to have enough mana that I can actually cast both of my spells back and forth a bunch of times. Otherwise, we're just going to be waiting there with the buff ticking down with no benefit. I like the little symbols popping up as you go. I think that's a really nice stylistic choice as you're casting things. Okay. Gives me resilience. So we now have scholarism. We need gather knowledge and mastery level 2. Alright. How far off are we on that one? Not too far. Do we want to just save up a bunch of thaumaturgy so I can get the next augment? I think so. Let's see. It does mean that I can just get more aptitude. Because this doesn't provide any kind of benefit. Yeah. Yeah, soft cap at 100 thaumaturgy. Yeah, because you can go above, but it just slowly ticks down. Which isn't the most immediately valuable. We might have to get another point in wisdom. I guess I should also save up for a whirling sorcery. Because, yeah, there's more magic resource gained. Yeah, I think we just wait. I mean, this ticks up quick enough. It's not really a problem. Okay, augments. Oh, we don't have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough with it. It's close, but it's not there. So I'll just get one more wisdom. That should give me what I'm looking for. Yeah, I can't cast thaumaturgy. That's okay. Just get the glyph. Perfect. Okay. Heavy. Slower to cast, but at a greater output. So more power, more special, but doubles the cooldown. So that actually has a lot of potential. Oh, and Gather Knowledge is ready to go. Sort of. I'm going to remove this. Do that on Whirling Sorcery. Is that worth it? I don't know. I mean, it makes the buffs bigger, but not huge amounts. I don't know. That one's always like a big question mark. Let's grab Infused Mana and Attunement. Right. I guess the one thing I could do, actually slap that out. We're just going to gather a bunch of knowledge. We currently don't need much for Thaumaturgy. Glyphcraft, the next Glyphcraft is going to be expensive. And since I'm hard locked on this one, I might as well just generate a bunch of knowledge for a little while, rather than fiddling around with thaumaturgy that I don't specifically need right now. There's the mastery. And now we try and go for the Whirling Sorcery boost. It'll run out first. We do have Scholarism. Let's grab it. Gather knowledge, you've earned a magical advancement. Hone your mind, learn how to spend it. Okay, Scholar. Novice Study. Start practicing Scholarism. Oh, the background's changed too. Oh, that's nice. Okay, Scholar. Focus Aura. Base Psi per second. Sure? Interesting. Psi is kind of new for me. Okay, learn Psionic, elemental glyph that harnesses and empowers one's mind. So they might have actually made some of the passive resource gain a lot harder to reach. And that's okay. So primary is leveled up, gives me a little bit of power, and reduces cost. Then wizardry effect levels. So maybe it just boosts these? Possibly. Okay, so the one problem with this is really slow. Spellbook, loadout. Yeah, let's start boosting that, because I'm going to need more focus aura. Because, yeah, we want to grab that capacity. I think it is one of those where Psi actually, like... Yeah, raw rate maxed. But there are a couple of these resources that actually slow down the further, like, the more of them you have. I don't know if Psi is one of those. Okay, improve Whirling Sorcery. Okay, special effect to generate more resources. Okay, now just more magic resources gained for a little while. Okay, well, none of this requires that. Let's see. Go for wisdom? I think so. Yeah, learn Psionic. Elemental glyph that harnesses and empowers one's mind. I guess I should just be casting these. Oh. So for the cooldown on this, it's fine. Okay, focus aura for some more psi, mentality for more, maybe save up for innovation. Go for the improved study. Well, that's going to require a hell of a lot of psi. It's fine. It won't take long. Yeah, I think I'd rather save up for innovation, maybe. Because that unlocks things. I mean, so does innovation a little bit. Okay, research, innovation. So improve your spell capacity or cantrip charge effect. Oh, increase your spell's power by holding down the cast button. Okay, so yeah, I only get one of these. Yeah, cantrip charge effect and charm charge effect, which like is really good for both of these, kind of. But given the situation, I might actually want the capacity. Because that way I could potentially have multiple whirling sorceries going simultaneously. Okay, more of that. Back to magic, learn psionic. Okay, spellbook. Unlock. Spellcraft. Oh! Oh, psionic actually does give me new spells. Burst of empowered mental output. Proving... Okay, so that just gives me more psi. Oh, just give me extra spell capacity. Oh. You know, maybe that's fine at this point. We do also have this, which I should do. I just don't know how much I need it. Yeah, because the charge would be nice. I think my one problem I have with the grab the mastery on that. I think the problem I have with the hold down to charge is mostly just the fact that I forget it's there. Okay, spell slots or more spell capacity. Let's get the spell slot. Let's see, what do I need? I don't know. We're just going to grab a regular gather knowledge. Okay. So what do I grab next? A little bit more wisdom? Might as well. Okay, cool. Now I can just do 1, 2, and 3, as opposed to having to split whirling sorcery. Improve spell weight. That gives me a little bit more spell capacity. Means I can swap that out. Throw that on. Okay, cool. Short cooldowns for days. I might end up not having enough energy for all of this, but that's okay. What is this? Oh, casting level. Even that levels up. Let's save for a bit. So research, this is tapped out. Yeah, hide completed. Grab another wisdom. Yeah, because I might as well grab the next infused mana while we wait. Let's see, I've got no upgrades here to speak of. Yeah, new spell discovery available. Oh. Actually, yeah, we could afford that. Could also raise my output level, increase the costs, and then we have this, but can't do anything about it. Because I don't have quantity of resources. Let's just wait until this is near max and then go from there. Because yeah, I could raise my spell level, but it raises the cost tremendously. Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to get up to that 90. Burp, burp. Oh, right. I'm hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I mean, we can get up to the 90. I don't think that's going to take too long. Because the more spells I have, the more interesting things I can potentially do with them. Yeah, this is the only mental energy that I have. Nope, that's magical. Let's grab attunement while we're here. Gives me a small boon. Yeah, save up for this? I think so. And yeah, I could be slightly lazy and wait for the big boost, but we get plenty of mana back on a per second basis. Alright, what's our next spell? Oh, we choose or we get both? So amplify divination spells greatly at a sustained cost. So 50% extra divination power. Ooh, but that'd be expensive. Or attune orb. Definitely that one. So we actually have a choice there. Ooh. Okay. Grab both of these. Oh. Well, mana affinity per second. I think I'll try it just to see. What does Attune Orb do? Okay, that gave me a shit ton of thaumaturgy. I guess it's good if I want to focus my aura. Yeah, so what does this do? Elemental resources gained. I see, so it gives me stacks of this as a buff. Okay. Yeah, so now it's the question of what is worth it. So, I like the idea of Attuned Orb, I just don't think we need it right now. Okay, we got the next expansion. These are going to be pricey. Everything is going to be a little on the slow side. Grab that, see if I can infuse mana. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back to the spell book. Let's drop this, move this over. I think we should go back to what I had set up. Oh. I think I'm just going to do quick across the board, rather than increasing the power. I don't know. Maybe increasing the power of this is good. But being able to use it more often, I think, is better. Hard to say. Okay, do we want to go for... Yeah, I mean, we should definitely go for these two if we can. Yeah, start practicing more advanced scholarism. Because one of these eventually has got to give me passive gain. And then I can just sit back, nice and cool, and just hang out. There we go. It is a minuscule amount, but it's nice. Observe Mastery. Spell Mastery is now visible via the tooltip. Okay, a little bit more. Yeah, unfortunately my psi is abysmally low. Okay, Learn Storm has requirements. Thaumic Wisdom. So new wisdom effect. Increases my thaumaturgy, which actually is quite good. And yeah, this is ticking up nice and slowly. It's fine. This is not a game that is meant to be played quickly. It's a game that is meant to be crawled through respectfully. Okay, so do we save up for Thaumic Wisdom? And it adds a nice passive effect to something I've already got. Yeah, and then we might as well just focus my thaumaturgy on boosting intellect and focus aura. Yeah, I think this is the play. Yep, and now my thaumaturgy cap is way higher. Actually, get some resilience? I think so. What's next? Saying that I can upgrade my spell levels. That might actually be worth it now. Because my mana gain is actually quite good. Yeah. Massively increases power at an even greater cost, and it's not too expensive. Yeah, close enough. There we go. Raise levels, which immediately is going to make... Oh, no. Oh, that's expensive business. Valuable, though. Gets me a ton of things. But, whew. We might actually want to go back for the turtle at this point. Let's see. Anything else? No, not really. Let's see. Get another Scholar's Aura? Cool. I might just wait for Psi to stack up just a little bit. You know, I'm a bit of a goof. There's a spell for this, isn't there? The only problem is it costs. Might still be worth it. I look forward to when I actually have spell sets here, as that is going to give me a lot. Let's see. Do I want a bunch of Psi? I think so. Let's just do this real quick. Swap that. Double turtle, Psi blast. I wonder if these are stackable. They probably are. Okay, back to this. Well, and that's that. They don't give me much. It's not terrible though, because all I need to do is get up to that, and then we're good. Because I think I'd like to get the expert advancements just to see what that gives me. I think I'll take these off and go back to what I had. The other option I do have. No, I think I prefer the feathers in general. Okay, we've got those. And then, oh, I can get 2 in mentality. Get expert advancements. What does this give me? Unfortunately, I realized I don't get any thaumaturgy on this one. Expert. Okay. So, general spellcasting. Usage of attributes and concepts. And then ability to use charms and augment glyphs. And this has a tech tree. So let's take a look. What does this give me? Empowered emblems. Let's see. Additional glyph tools. So max spell augment slots and spell capacity. More cantrip bonuses. And more emblem power. I don't know what emblems are. Oh, that's an emblem. And then we don't know anything on this one. What's Scholar? Related to those. So that boosts the effect of every single Scholar-related thing. So like these are all Scholars. Whereas these are all yeah, wizardry. So that would effectively increase the base level of this by 2. Damn, that's expensive. So like, both of these are kind of good. Yeah, augment resonance, charm augment resonance, and charm experience up. I think expert wizardry is probably better for me. Okay, we're almost there. Everything's just expensive. Okay, that's that. So we've only put one level into it. I'd like to put more eventually, but we'll have to look into this tech tree before I can do anything. Let's see. Unfortunately, I think we're just back to waiting. I guess I should invest a little bit into Scholar's Aura. The more I can boost my knowledge gain, the better. So it is going to be really nice once I have like a full set here. Did not mean to do that. Well, I guess we'll make use of it while we're here. I think the thing I need most is Thaumaturgy, but I'm thinking of just like equipping 3 Psychic Blasts and turning them on, just to get my Psi bonuses up. And grab another one of these. So, obviously more levels in Focused Aura is probably good. Okay, so let's take all of these off. Eventually you get the ability to swap between multiple different spell sets, though I don't think they cool down when they're turned off. Which is, I mean, it makes sense, but it's kind of a downer. Okay, so we're just going to try 3 of these. Didn't make sure I had enough mana, but I wouldn't have had enough mana. Okay, so I can only have 2 of those. So maybe having 2 of them at heavy works better. I'll think about that. Okay, and they do stack up. So let's cycle both of these. Yeah, because this is an easy way for me to get a bunch of Psi without having to wait. It's probably worth gaining the mastery. Yeah, because it is a charm, but not a cantrip. Okay. So I think we just wait. So what else can I spend my resources on? I guess I'll invest into aptitude a little bit. Because I might as well snag all of these just random passive bonuses. I mean, these are 1.6, so we want to wait until I have enough that I can actually afford to play both of them. Use. Oh. Actually, do we just have enough mastery to use that automatically? Let's see. Enough for both? Enough for both. Oh, knowledge is also a mental. Of course it is. So this actually boosts my knowledge gain by a fair bit. Temporarily. Problem is we don't get anything for Thaumaturgy. That we have to work on. Oh, Thaumaturgy is spatial. I guess that makes sense. So Psionic Power needs Psychic Blast Mastery level 3. Oh. And a lot of storage. Oh no, it's mentality that we need. Yeah, I'll just kind of sit here and generate a bunch of Psi for the time being. Maybe I should actually go for the quick casting, because I'm spending a lot of time here waiting. Yeah, so we'll switch from heavy to fast. Okay, spellbook, everything else is fine. Oh, nope. There it is. Yeah, so we only lose like a little bit, and now it's a 10-second cooldown as opposed to a 30-second. The 10-second just feels bad. You're just sitting there waiting. So how are these doing? It's a fair bit from being able to hit the next mastery level, but it's probably worth it. Okay, enhances energetic resource and lower the cost of the next attribute purchase. Interesting. It's a little expensive. So we kind of have to wait until we have enough mana for both of them. Okay. Kind of an either way situation. I guess I can just do another infused mana as soon as it gets back up. Anything else I want to do with the Sai? Probably capacity. Keep boosting that. Go from here. That gets expensive. Let's see. Nothing on research. I'll have to at some point go back and take a look. Like, I'm really curious. They've wildly, like, Marple really switched the progression systems around here. Which I both really appreciate because it makes it feel fresh, but it also feels weird. Like, I'm actively trying to convince myself it was faster back in the day. But I don't know if that's the case. There's definitely a lot more stuff to poke at here. It certainly feels. Okay, do we want to save up for Glyphcraft? Because we've got a couple of these that I could probably learn at this point. No? That's there. I think we still wait until we can get this thing up to the next mastery level. Because yeah, it's like 10,000 per cycle. So only have to cast it like 3 or 4 more times. And then we level it up, then we get psychic power. Though I don't actually have the capacity to buy that, which means I should just be investing into mentality whenever we get the chance. And who knows, we might take over this and find out that there's something cool down there. Or cool on the next level. Otherwise I can keep, yeah, I could keep investing in Scholar's Aura, but it's not that helpful. Otherwise, yeah, let's pause this. This is getting me places, but it's not quite getting me where I want to go. We want to try something else. Damn it. I'm going to have to wait for that to finish. It's fine. It's a small bonus, and it's only like a 10-second wait. We want to go for this, move it out here. No, no. You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to afford that. These are pretty slow. No, it's probably better that we leave it either on fast or on just normal. No, it's probably fine. Okay. So let's farm a bunch of thaumaturgy. If I can. Because the buffs last. How much is that getting? 27. Because I think one of our big limitations on mental resources is just having enough intellect to do so. What I'm saying is that I'm a dumb bunny and I need help. And so I should be using my thaumaturgy for a little while to boost this up. Of course, it is extremely mana heavy. There is a world where I actually get rid of the speed cooldown on this. No, I think we want the shortest possible cooldown. Yeah, the problem is I can only cast it expand magic once per cycle on this. Oh, right. And we should actually look at what the original, like, base value of this is. Because does casting both Whirling Sorcery, is that worth it? Would I actually be better off getting one more expand magic? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Get an intellect, get a focus aura. I think I'd probably be better off. Okay. Cast one of these, it goes up to 15. But with two of them, it's 27. So 54 versus 45. So actually maybe boosting them is worth it. Because this goes up to 18. No, it actually just ends up being kind of the same. In terms of, like, base mana value. Not exactly what I was expecting, but hey, here we are. Let's see, spells. Can I boost the mastery on that one? Yeah. Okay, and then do we save up for glyph craft? Probably? I mean, it's certainly not expensive. Kind of is. Yeah, I can get that. Get some more intellect. Because we're waiting for this to hit 200. Now, obviously, I could be hasty and actually put Gather Knowledge back on the board. And maybe that's worth it. Maybe that is. But, like, this is kind of working, as weird as it is. I'm sure there's, like, better ways of doing everything that I've been doing here. But I am a tired lad. I've been out in the sun today, and I'm a little cooked. And so it's fine. It's fine treating this as just super relaxy time. Don't think too hard about it, just ponder orb however I can. Doesn't matter the angle. The orb is being pondered, and that means I'm making progress. I do need that glyph, though. It is expensive. The other thing I could do is actually just, like, hoard a bunch of thaumaturgy. And wait. Could do it. Yeah, that's close. This ticked over. I don't know what this unlocked for me. Advancements. But I don't think we have any... Oh, we do. Actually do have something. So we have greater psionics, so better divining spell power and psionic spell power, or develop attribute Q and focus aura effect. I think we want to go for this. It's a little expensive, but it's doable. Okay, what about here? We do actually have another orb. So do I want to go for this? Yeah, the problem is, a lot of these we just have not seen, so we have no idea. Because I could develop this further for more wizardry effect levels. I don't know, I think we split. Okay, grab both of those. Though I don't think we found anything... We don't have any innovations that work with either of those. Oh, wait, that's Focus Aura. Oh, beans. That actually would be good. Oh, well. Okay, do we infuse some more mana? Sure. I think part of it is just having all this thaumaturgy is giving me a massive boost to my mana capacity, but I should probably still spend it on some things. Let's go nuts for a bit. Yeah, let's just go nuts for a bit. Might as well get my mana gain up really high. Okay, back to Scholar. Because yeah, boosting Focus Aura a couple more times isn't a bad move. And yeah, with this gain... Ooh, right. Well, these are going, we actually do get additional mana as well. Casting level's gone up, which is expensive, but maybe worth it. We've definitely gained some bonuses. Really do have to kind of weigh back and forth whether or not it's worth it. Okay. Let's go to loadout. I think I'm gonna get rid of one of these in favor of a Gather Knowledge. Because that way I can just cast the spells when we're not waiting for Whirling Sorcery on cooldown. I don't know if that's the correct plan, but it's also not wrong? I don't know, maybe it is. Okay, infuse some more mana, seeing as we're here, seeing as it's convenient. We'll just let things stack up for a bit. I'll get a little bit more spellcraft. Because we are trying to get this to tick over. What is this down here? Orb experience. Oh, gained through any advancements. Got it. Keep boosting those. So I think next up we go for glyph craft, maybe? Okay, I think this is fairly efficient resource-wise. Yeah, because I can actually cast these multiple times in the same period. Now we're just waiting for the glyph craft to kind of come off cooldown. Or not off cooldown, I mean, we just need a little bit more knowledge and then we're good to go. I guess we wait. Yeah, I guess we just wait for my mana to come back just so I can cast these without waiting. Is there anything else I can do? Not with my current resources? Not comfortably. I guess I'll grab another level of intellect and focus aura. Of course, that cost me a ton of mana. What am I thinking? I don't know. Doesn't matter. I mean, all progress is progress, and we do not even know if the glyph is going to be helpful here. It's going to provide some effect, we know that much. Yeah, I'm so glad you can get mastery experience past what is currently available. So that you can potentially double or even triple level up if you finally find that you have the resources for doing so. Does get expensive though. Okay. Oh, we can just do it. Sick. So what does this give me? Augments. So small, reduces the power, but reduces the cost, reduces the drain cost, and reduces the cooldown, and increases the casting speed. And then there's Scholar. Adds psionic cost. Generates mind affinity and a bunch of experience. I think we're going to go for small. Because small is worth it. You lose 25% power, but for 35% less cost, less drain, and faster casting speed. I'm a dingus. Okay, then we'll do the same thing. And this also makes, yeah, that should be good. And then potentially I can mix it with quick as well if I wanted to. So spells go here. Gonna need some thaumaturgy, but not much. Yeah, so this lets me just cast things left and right. Perfect. Let's see. Anything else that I can do? No, not so much so. So I guess at this point, this is a good stopping point. We're still slogging our way through to somewhere. I just can't wait until I can start making furniture. That's when things really pop off. Maybe? It's been a while. Let's see. But I adore this game. I don't think it's for everybody. I think it is definitely very much heavily soporific. If you want something you can just kind of listen to. Weirdly, it is also like one of the most engaging games I could play. There's always just something to be poking at, a little bit of progression to be stolen here and there, and used for my own betterment. And that's something I really appreciate. Well, raising the level. Ooh, I'm glad I have small spells because these new requirements are oof, hefty. Worth it though. Anyway, I guess with all this said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. If you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. And if you want to see more Orb of Creation, I will be continuing this series over on the Wanderbots channel, which is my like full playthrough channel that I've been working on. So if you do want to watch more, I'm going to be going all the way to the end. So you just follow the link in the description below. I think I'll have the 2 channels set for collabing as well. It is a good time, it is slow, and it seems like we're going to be getting a lot more options here. You know, I've been given choices between spell A, spell B, which I really appreciate. Damn, small spell is necessary. This is so expensive. Anyway, I guess the other thing to note is that Orb of Creation 1.0 is available on Steam now, so if you do want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It is genuinely one of the best incremental games ever made, at least in my opinion, and everybody should give it a shot, give it a look at the very least. Even if it's not exactly your thing, it is just so chill and so perfect for a laid-back evening of mild progression. But I guess with all that said, I hope to see you over on the Wanderbots series, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.